my passion for startups came together with my passion for the stock market. And one thing led to another, and I was in my, we'll get into that I guess, but I was in my basement and started building this company. So Benzinga is trying to change the way people receive investment information, receive ideas, and how we dispense it. So there's different financial media companies all over the world that basically tell you, go buy this stock, go do this. We don't do that. We try to inform people what's going on and say, if you believe this, here are some ways to look at it. If you believe that, here are some ways to look at it. What has resulted in, so there was no one covering these small cap stocks, which we do well, and we get original content as well. We talk to the CEOs of any public company you could think of, but we're dispensing the information, but we're saying, here's the information, but here's what you can do with it. Majority of financial media is like, go buy this stock, go sell this stock. I know, because I wrote for financial media before Benzinga. So we try to inform, give people better information in a consolidated format. The thing that has really taken off for us and where we're seeing an insatiable demand is our platform called Benzinga Professional. What it does for investors, instead of having to go into a million different sources, it's all consolidated in one feed. And there's information coming from everywhere. What we have to do is help people save time. And so by the way we do that is we consolidate the important content into our platform called Benzinga Pro. And we try to give people the information and then give them an edge. We have a big licensing and syndication business. So if you're an Ameritrade user, TradeStation, TradeKing, Options House, Lightspeed, we are the news vendor or one of the news vendors to those platforms. So 20 million people a month see our content because Yahoo Finance, we power their sites with content. Benzinga will be creating content from here that will be seen on a global scale, and people are like, where's Benzinga based out of? Where, Detroit, all those bylines. So we're very excited about that. It's a city of people that are hustling to make things happen, and we're the same way. We are the underdog. People didn't think when I started Benzinga 5-6 years ago that we'd be competing with the likes of the biggest players in the world. But we are. Like the biggest players in the world are reaching out to us. People that work there want to come work here. And it's just that fortitude, that stick-to-itiveness that encompasses so many people in Detroit is what we have. So being here in Detroit just made sense to us. It's easy for us to get up and move to New York, but we want to, take that mentality, that Rocky mentality, and make it happen. I think success breeds success. So they always say you're the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. I think you're the average of the 5 companies you're around the most. So when I'm here and I'm talking about, hey, let's really build this thing awesome, I can reference Quicken Loans, I can reference Bedrock, I can reference how the company's evolved. We're at Benzinga is actually updating its logo right now, and I look at Bedrock and different companies like that as examples of evolution. And being around that is important to me and important to us as a company, and that's partly why we wanted to locate here, because that intelligence spreads. We're trying to build this global financial media company, and we're doing it above Campus Marshes, whereas other networks are in New York. We think we're going to be on the ground floor of this big turnaround happening here in Detroit.